Hey guys, what's going on? 5869 here with yet again RD2L. Hope you guys aren't getting sick of this stuff yet because I'm absolutely loving it. Just casted one right before this, was a little bit shoddy. Haven't casted in a little bit, so it wasn't the greatest, but I'm hoping to redeem myself with this one. Looked like it was going to be pretty fun. We got some regulars here, some guys that I've casted before. We'll start off with the Dyer over here. We've got Vucapella. He's going to be the one picking up that drafting role. Hazel, Jounds, ZTA, and Delete Dota. I don't know if that's somebody who changed their name, but if not, I've never casted Delete Dota before, as far as I know. Um, on the side of the Radiant, we've got Punani, El Clasico, love that name. LMFAO, who cares? XD.Brazzers, so repping that porn site, why not, eh? We've got Paju, Pedro Bear, and Saph. They're going to be kind of rolling out that team, and hopefully we're gonna have a good game. We've already actually got a Bloodseeker ban on top of a Leshrac and an Undying that are pretty regular 6.84 bans, but a Bloodseeker not so much. Still a pretty solid hero, I think. A lot of fun to play, definitely in a pub game. Maybe Punani knows something I don't. Maybe Vucapella likes to play the Bloodseeker, but just a respect ban perhaps. Either way. Still quite a few heroes in there to get rid of. Quap, Lina, Shadow Fiend, easy bans that all come to mind. Earthshaker. If you got an awesome Shadow Demon player, I'd say get rid of that guy too. A Gyrocopter, another guy, but he's gonna be taken out. Quap's gonna be picking up, and we'll see what Radiant's gonna respond with, if they're gonna stick to the meta and grab like a Shadow Fiend, maybe, excuse me, Chen, or Shadow Fiend, Shadow Demon, something like that perhaps. And it's gonna be a Lion. So yeah, Lion pretty standard. 6.84, even 6.83 pick Lion. I think he's been pretty popular in the past few months. Even though they tried to nerf Hex, but still a solid hero. He's got a couple of disables. The Mana Drain and the Tranquil Boots means he never really has to go home. Finger, some good burst damage, 600 burst damage at level 6, which is definitely scary. Glimmer Cape does kind of curve that around a little bit later on in the game. Even if you got that magical burst, a lot of supports on the other team are going to be picking up that Glimmer Cape. But Punani, we'll see who he's going to pick. Maybe somebody to go up against his Queen of Pain. I imagine as of right now, I think the Shadow Fiend's probably your best bet right now. You can't necessarily win the lane, but you can at least come out fairly even, dip into the jungle, grab some stacks, what have you. But I think Shadow Fiend's probably pretty solid pickup right now. We'll see if he wants to grab his mid, or maybe just look for his second support. Grab something like a Lion Lina maybe, and it looks like it is going to be a Shadow Fiend. So easy pickup, Queen of Pain. We'll see if maybe they're going to run. We'll see. They're probably going to pick up their support as well. Usually we see like one support and one core get picked up within the first phase. Usually you don't want to pick up two supports because then you kind of give away the fact that maybe you're going to roam, or you're going to try lane, or aggro tri lane, or play it safer. Usually we don't see two supports first picked, but Dazzle's going to be the grab here on the side of the Dire. So we'll see if that prompts the Radiant to pick up an axe, or the Dire to ban out the axe. Obviously Shallow Grave. The Culling Blade does go through Shallow Grave, so it makes it a lot less useful. And of course the armor. Axe does get that nice bonus armor from Call, so the heal from Dazzle, that physical damage won't be as strong. I mean, and then sure, you've got the Weave, the ultimate is going to tick it down, but Shadow Demon's actually going to be the ban, so they were maybe thinking a Shadow Demon Dazzle Axe tri-lane maybe on the side of the Dire, which is super scary. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. I remember watching, I want to say it was like Potom Bottom versus, I want to say Mouse, like a long time ago, and they ran Dazzle Shadow Demon Axe. If you guys have not seen that, go watch it, find the game. I know I gave you an absolutely horrible description of it, but it's so much burst damage. You get the disruption, the bounces from the heal, as well as the physical damage, and the call from the axe just to keep him in place. Anyways, enough of that, because that's not going to be the pickup, as we're going to have a Viper and a Tusk get banned out there, and pretty good bans. I think a lot of people just don't like dealing with Viper in general, although you've already got the Queen of Pain, so I think the Viper Strike's not going to do too much against the Quap. And the Tusk getting picked out, so maybe a little bit scared of some Tusk play, running like an aggro tri-lane or a Snowball with the Lion. That Snowball buff to I think like 625 move speed is pretty huge actually, and we're going to see the Drow get banned out, and a Rubik pickup. Love this freaking hero. Love watching Rubik, especially if it's a good Rubik player. I like to see how he can just turn a team fight into pure chaos and, you know, steal that Scream of Pain, steal that Sonic Wave, steal that Shallow Grave, and just turn a team fight with one nice steal. So looking forward to this Rubik player here, whoever it's going to be. And The Dire now. I know anytime somebody else picks up a Rubik and I'm in a game, I always think like, do I want to pick the Earthshaker because maybe this guy's gonna get a really nice Echo Slam or a really nice wall, or do I want to pick the Enigma, or do I want to pick the Tidehunter? It almost makes you a little bit afraid to pick certain heroes because when you pick the Tidehunter, you pick him for the Ravage, but now you're almost giving the Ravage to the Rubik if he's capable of stealing it and throwing it back in your face. So you always got to tiptoe. It makes drafting, I think, a little bit harder, but Vucapella, we'll see how he chooses to deal with it. If he's going to maybe just pick up like, I think a Bristleback would be a pretty solid core to pick up right now. Honestly, I don't think Rubik and Lion are really too good at dealing with Bristleback, and then it means that he can't. What's he going to steal? Maybe like Nasal Goo or whatever the hell it's called. He's going to steal Quills. I mean, all those abilities aren't really that great for Rubik to steal. And he's a pretty good offlaner. Even as a third pick, it doesn't really give too much away. You can still run an aggro tri-lane with him as a safe lane solo because, solo lane, he has a pretty good time. He can still contest even if it's a ranged hero. So I think that would be a pretty good pick, but looks like they may be looking for their next support. And with the Shadow Demon band out, I was going to say Shadow Demon would have been a solid support to pick up, but what else could we see? I think Earthshaker would honestly still be a good support here. Earthshaker Dazzle, not necessarily the best at roaming, and we're actually going to see a Chen. So this is pretty greedy on the side of the Dire because you can be so safe now on the side of the Radiant. This Dazzle's not going to be roaming with a Chen. Chen, sure, he can pressure your mid, but really, instead of having two supports, if the Dazzle leaves the lane, you're probably going to know. So this Shadow Fiend is going to feel maybe some pressure mid lane. If the Chen gets a nice Harpy or something, that would be incredibly annoying, but gank wise, he should be pretty safe, and his Zeus is going to be the pickup, so not bad pickup. It's going to be a core Zeus, so I imagine we're going to be looking at a mid Zeus, a safe lane Shadow Fiend, but it could be an off lane Zeus. We could be looking at some Bone 7 tilt stuff right now, but with the Zeus pickup, it's weird because it almost Zeus and Chen kind of cancel each other out in terms of their ultimates. You use the Thunder God's Wrath, then you just use the Hand of God and you heal it back up, or you use the Hand of God and then you just remove everything that was done with the Thunder God's Wrath. But a lot of burst damage on the side of the Radiant right now, and the Dire's really going to need something to help deal with that. They're going to need, the Chen's got the Hand of God, sure, to deal with the burst damage, and I guess they've got the Dazzle as well, so they do have some pretty good ways to deal with it. I think a Centaur right now would be a pretty solid pickup as well. Either the Centaur or the Bristle, still both good pickups for the Dire. Get a nice tanky, beefy offlaner that can just initiate for you. He can look forward to that Hand of God and as well as the Shallow Grave. But I think a Chen does actually help a lot with that burst damage as well. So we'll see how that works out. I think Centaur Bristle, yeah, there it is. So it's going to be the Bristleback is going to be the pickup there, and we'll see if this is going to be like an early mech Bristle, and then you leave Chen to just farm up like Mana Boots, perhaps a Glimmer Cape, and then the Dazzle can farm up, probably just stick with Brown Boots, but then he can farm up like a Medallion and an Urn, and you could fight really early, like around that 20-minute mark, maybe even earlier, like if you can push a tower 16-minute, 18-minute mark, you've got that mechanism, and really, it's, even with a Shadow Fiend, even with a Zeus and a Rubik with all their counter push, it's not going to do too much, but we'll see how it goes. Bristleback definitely going to be fairly tough for the Radiant to deal with, I think, because they've got some burst damage, but he's definitely tanky. He's probably going to grab a Pipe as well, and a Pipe absolutely murders the damage on the side of the Radiant team. The Razes are going to do nothing. Requiem's going to be doing less. The Finger, the Zeus Ultimate, the Fade Bolt, everything's going to be doing a little bit less, and unfortunately for the Radiant, the Rubik, the Nullfield, isn't really going to do too much here, as a majority of the damage on the side of the Dire is all physical. You've got the heal from the Dazzle, the pure damage from the Quap, the Quills, the Nasal Goo. The Chen army is going to be doing most of his damage, I guess you could say, and that's physical as well. So, we'll see. I think it depends how they want to lane this. If this is going to be an off-lane, okay. Okay, so this is going to be an off-lane Enchantress, almost certainly. But when you've got the Huskar to deal with that, that's actually a really nice pick. So I think this Enchantress just blew up in their face. The Huskar is going to just demolish this Enchantress. You really only need to get a couple Burning Spears off, and He's got the magical damage, I guess you could say, and you've got the burst damage from the Dazzle, and I see where he's coming from on this Enchantress. I do. I think it's an offlane Enchantress. They may have changed it up now that they see the Huskar, and the Huskar really just wrecks this Enchantress, but I would love to see mid Rubik, who's going to get probably wrecked by that co-op, but whatever. I'd like to see a mid Rubik, safe lane Shadow Fiend, off lane Zeus, and then just have your line, your Enchantress, dual roaming. The Enchantress is good against Chen as well. You can just kind of steal his creeps and say, hey, thanks for bringing something to the fight for me to use as well, which is pretty huge. She's better at jungling since 6.84, and oh, we got some talk here. Please don't remake. Here we go. ZTA's AFK. Please don't remake. Can we GG out already? Haters, have you seen our draft? Farming Enchantress Kappa. Alright, let's just, we'll break down the teams, but we got a pause. I think the last game started off with a pause as well, so. We even saw the Huskar pick coming. Vuca, as captain, just asks for a Huskar ban. So, I guess Vucapella just loves this Huskar. We'll have to see how he's going to be playing that, and he's going to be the guy on the Huskar. Hazel, he's going to be taking up the bristleback here, and everybody just saying Huskar again. God damn it. Delete Dota. He's got the Immortal now. You got to rep the Huskar with the Immortal, guys. Words Play 0. What a freaking gem. You actually got it gifted as well. But we are going to see Delete Dota. He's going to be on the we're going to have Delete Dota on this Dazzle. And Jones, he's going to be on that Chen. Pedro Bear, he's going to be picking up this Rubik. Paju, he's going to be on the Lion. Saph, taking up that Zeus. Punani, he's going to be on that Enchantress. And last but not least, we're going to have LMFAO, who cares, on the Shadow Fiend. Looks like they're still not ready yet, saying 0 skill Vucapella, you hear? I'm ready to go. When I kicked Saph, it felt so good. ZTA is finally in the game. Do have another pause from Vucapella. Going into Mumble. Good old RD2L banter. I love this about in-houses. You get a nice little bit of banter. And I get to take a nice little break after casting that game. Get a nice pause. Get me ready for true competitive Dota. Wow, PvP SF. No set, nothing. Rubik, I think this cape is like a set and that's it, yeah. Not too much, he's got a taunt. Saph, nothing on the Zeus just yet. We're still waiting on that Immortal. 100% win rate, 150% win rate. Anything on this Enchantress? Not bad, not bad. Paju, got some stuff on this line. Anything, what do we got? Manager and finger kills. 12 finger kills only, that's it, eh? Huh. Said TA, what's he got on this Quap? Fancy. Nothing really, actually. Mythical Wings, not too bad. I like to see some gems, though, you know? Gotta get that stat track. And, alright. Here we go. Smoke picked up, though, on this Rubik automatically here. And are we gonna see a level 1 smoke? Please, buy your items, hurry. Level 1 smoke. Boots. 2 branches. What's happening? Ooh, triple tango on this mid lane. There it is. Thank you, Slasher, for ruining my games. Offlane Enchantress. Just kidding, honestly. Offlane Enchantress, pretty legit stuff if you play it properly against the proper lineup. This one, not too bad. The Chen won't be able to pressure her too much. And Dazzle, not bad either. You know, he's got the heal, which is pretty huge. Poison Touch. We'll see what this Enchantress is going to grab. Good luck, have fun, everybody. This game sucks. Nice little deep board getting placed already here on the side of the Dire. Hazel doesn't want, it looks like it's going to be, okay, so this is going to be, this would be really funky if it plays out like this. It looks like it is because the Zeus has a wand. A magic stick, I should say. He's ready. It's going to be a safe lane solo Zeus up against this bristleback and an aggro tri-lane with an Enchantress Leon as well as a Rubik. So I'm pretty excited for this stuff. Delete Dota. Blink it from the Quap. Is this Eternal? Oh my God. That's a nice hex, actually. That's like an instant hex. Getting hex first is actually a little weird. Punani still yet to scale. Could get the enchant right now. Get that slow. Rubik does have lift. This is a perfect pause, honestly. Everybody's getting so much time right now to think. He's probably saying, level grave and don't let me die. I've got 2 tangos. Meanwhile, Saph and Hazel looking at each other saying, oh shit, it's going to be solo lane. Hazel probably a little sad he doesn't have a wand or, excuse me, a magic stick himself, but he'll probably pick up the magic stick early on. And unfortunately, the Shadow Fiend not in the game. Get some nice DCs. Looks like it's going to hit. It actually looks like that spear is going to miss him. All right, here we go. Back into the game. ZTA going to get hexed up instantly. Is going to get the boundary rune at the very least. We still do have the lift. Is he going to use a nice timely lift onto the ledge with you? But he doesn't care. He's still got a blink down, so not the biggest play. And are you kidding me right now? Is he going to level raise and try to go for this? I think he is. He probably should have tossed him further back. Like, toss him over here as everybody starts moving that way and just kind of right-click him down. And he probably would have died. He's only got like 2 armor. You've got the slow here from the Enchantress as well. Maybe waiting to see if she needs the heal. And Dota 2, everybody. Actually using Hazel Goo here. 2 stacks, I think. 1. Here we go. Reconnect from the Shadow Fiend. You're dead, Paul. Pooh's coming up, though. He's saying, hey, what's up, guys? Level 1 raise. Not doing too much, though. And they still see him. How do they still see him? He's still dying. He's going to die. No, he's only got 1 burning spear on him. And Vucapella posting up those burning spears. Meanwhile, Saph 4 freaking nasal goo charges on him. Does have 6 wand charges, though. So I would love to see him cancel that clarity. That would have been some huge, huge plays. As they're both so far from this creep wave right now. And they didn't get the block on the side of the Radiant. So it is going to favor the Dire on both teams here, actually. Creep wave in nice position for them. And yeah, this is what I was saying. Even this Huskar really doesn't care much about the untouchable here. He's got the burning spear, and it's going to be a hard game for this Enchantress for sure. They got the line nearby at the very least. They can't really make a huge go on him. They do actually get... Looks like they're actually going to go on Vucapella already. Do they have the lift? They don't have the range. Pedro getting a little bit not greedy enough. Vucapella should be dead right now, in all honesty. I guess, well, maybe not. The Dazzle's close by, so maybe that's why they don't want to chase it. But they're going to get him nice and low, and he's already out of regen here. So Dazzle not going to be able to defeat him any either. And Vucapella going to have a hard time last hitting under tower. Nice 47 base damage. That's some fun, isn't it? Bring up the last hits here. It looks like Quap pretty dominating mid lane so far. As Hazel and Saph both just kind of trading a little bit as... Shadow Fiend taking a lot of damage. Hazel's actually going to go in on Saph, who has no mana. 9 wand charges, though. Looks like he wants to make it go. He's still just chain lightning creeps here, though. Is this going to be first blood? Who's going to go down right now? There's the stick charges. Hazel. Easy first blood. Easy side shop stick by. And thanks for the game. ZTA just controlling these runes right now. Nice early bottle, and these lanes are not going to go great for the Dire here. Or excuse me, for the Radiant. It looks like Vucapella is going to get a nice little grave. The last one, no. Maybe if he would have waited a little bit longer and just gone for it under tower. But Vucapella is going to have to ferry in a Salve here. And Paju looks like he's going up from behind. He wants to make a play here. Oh, no, he's not going to be able to do anything. Delete Dota, though, should be dead here, actually. A couple more right clicks. His team's not nearby, and they maybe don't want to give him help. There's the lift. Vucapella's going to go down. Delete Dota with not enough mana to do anything. He's got to be careful here. Paju's close by. He's saying, hey, Pedro, let's get a kill, man. There's the smoke up from Jones, though, and look at this. Paju, perhaps in a bit of a scare himself. There's the stone. Just look at the damage from the clap. Going to cancel the clarity as well. Punani getting a little bit too close up here. Creeps are going to go on towards... Delete Dota, and that's going to cancel his clarity and make it so that he can't continue to go on them. And was regen rune bot. Nice regen rune, free regen rune. Quap's going to blink up, and that should be a dead Shadow Fiend right now. Honestly, if she doesn't misplay this, there's one more right click. Ooh, should be dead. I don't know what happened there. Turned around. He's gonna live. He's got the bottle. Is he just gonna die? Oh my god. She's got a regen rune anyway, so she doesn't really care. Meanwhile, Vucapella again going down top lane. Queen of Pain gonna grab that regen rune and probably saying, what the hell? How did this guy not die? But you got greedy. There it is. Another blink in. Just look at the dagger. It's so hard to deal with as a Shadow Fiend, honestly. ZTA, though. Goodbye, buddy. And Shadow Fiend, yeah, maybe he's going to die, but not before he gets the kill first. And he's not going to be able to deny it. Unfortunately, he is going to go down a little bit later on. Hacks, leg, get wrecked. Thanks for the game, buddy. And Vucapella saying, all right, we got to rotate, boys. And just like that, these lanes even out. 17 for 3 and 17 and 0. But the Shadow Fiend does get the kill on the Quap. That means he should have a level advantage here. Level 5. Quap should be probably level 5. But yeah, just barely above it. Meanwhile, Saph, Vucapella is just going to post up again with these flaming spears. And it's so annoying when you're a core and you're just up against this Dazzle and he's just trading. Or excuse me, up against this this Huskar and he's just trading flaming spears. And yeah, why does everybody want to kill me? Yeah, probably because you're squishy. Look at this, Quab. ZTA, easy kill. He's got the scream. Only 1 point, though. He's going to get lifted under tower of the stun. The Hex to follow up right before the blink. He's going to go down. Punani's got to be careful. Hazel trying to dive under tower, but he can't go any further. Dendon, he's saying, wow, this Quab's so good. Shots fired. First pick material. Full magic wand as well. Delete Dota. What the heck is happening here? What a freaking dive right now. It looks like they're going to throw him back into tower range, but not going to be enough here. There's the stun, though. Hazel's still so tanky. And with 3 points into Quills, they really can't chase that. They got to be careful. Almost has his treads up as well. He's got the Orb of Venom. So much kill potential. So much solo kill potential, though. And, I mean, I guess he's got the AoE kill potential with Quill, but there's the pull from Who Cares. As the Quap's just going to move into the lane herself in 31 last. It's just Shadow Fiend with 25 souls. Easy lane, easy rares. 5 minutes and 35 seconds. No flying courier on the side of the Dire here. And you got a Chen in the game. I don't know how that happens. And he bought a headdress first, so a little bit odd. ZTA is going to blink up, but just look at that raise damage. My God, you're going to get your bottle and, or excuse me, your belt of strength and try to bottle up right after that, but wasted bottle, in my opinion, here is LMFAO. Who cares? Just going to rotate towards the top room. Pick it up here. Paju does go bot lane. Saph still with only a magic wand. Finally getting his brown boots here. And popping a clarity. Meanwhile, top lane, it looks like Dazzle. No, Hazel, actually. Is he going to go down? No, a couple right clicks. Punani getting a little bit scared there. And that's going to be a dead Rubik. Dazzle just so low. Like 1 or 2 more right clicks. Even though he was graved, you just right-click him through the grave, and then once he's off, you just get the easy kill. But it looks like Quap. ZTA saying, hey, Vucapella, let's get a nice kill on a Paju here. They don't know he's there. Vucapella, though, finally seeing Paju. There he is. He's going to get hexed up. There's the blink in from ZTA. The Zeus is nearby. The stun's going to land on 2. Vucapella doesn't even care. What, you got magic damage? That's not going to do much against me. Saph is going to go down, and that's a nice 2-kill pick up there. Maybe even a 3. No, Punani should be all right. Got the double centaur, so stomp after stomp. There's one. No mana on the second one, so it looks like they did use the stomps to try and get some kills here. Meanwhile, LMFAO, who cares? He is going to get this mid tower. There's the TP in from the Bristle, though. They know which one the real one is, and he's sticking around a little bit too long. He's got the raise, but it's not going to be enough. Is he even going to get the tower? No, he's going to go down, and look, Pedro Bear now getting a little bit too aggressive. 4 points into Quills. Just look at the damage. He's going to go down as well. A double kill for Hazel, and the Dire actually taking this game. The Radiant getting a little bit too aggressive, not really understanding their lane potential, as well as how far they can go with them, and they're going to lose 2 across the map for that. Saph is going to use the ultimate, get a kill onto this Queen of Pain. ZTA sticking around a little bit too long here, but Hazel's still alright, and Delete Dota, he's going to move top lane, does have 3 points into the shallow grave. Hazel's coming up right behind Punani here, and he's so far in right now. He does have the mana boots. There it is. Delete Dota trying to make a move right now. Just look at the move slow, though, but it doesn't matter. There's the attack slow as well. Just look at the Quill damage. So easy to deal with this Enchantress, and there we go. That's going to be a dead Enchantress, and Delete Dota, really not doing too much there. Saph, he is going to come up here with this Pedro Bear Rubik, and could they maybe look to turn around here? There's the heal. They've got a Grave. Hazel should just turn around, honestly, and there's the Quap. ZTA is going to blink in, get a double hero screen. Saph's going to turn around, use the Lightning Bolt. Not going to be enough damage, though. He's going to have to run. ZTA does have another blink up in 6 seconds if he wants to keep chasing it. It looks like perhaps he was thinking about it. He's going to turn around after that, though. Meanwhile, Paju bot lane is going to be looking to stack and pull here, as Vucapella just having an easy time. He's going to go straight into the armlet. Hazel, still pretty weak, does have the... Wow, just look at that. This Dazzle getting a nice early earn is going to pay off so much here. But look at this. It's Poo with a nice little replay glitch. Always having that nasal goo on him. Hazel does have a 6 wand charge. Already going to pop it. Just look at the damage. Saph's going to go down. Hazel could get a double kill here if he plays it right. Could tread switch to Int. He is going to tread switch. One more nasal goo, but it looks like Punani should be alright. And that's going to spell the end of that fight. And a dead Zeus for a Dazzle. I'd take a core for support any day. Meanwhile, bot lane, Paju and Vucapella just having a nice little tango here. Neither hero going in, but really, Paju has to play so far back. Vucapella easily could use that life break on him, and I'm sure he's waiting to do so right under the creeps. There it is. He wants to do it. He's holding off. Looks like maybe ready to go soon. No, just going to turn around. Shadow Fiend's close by as well, so it's a nice little play from him to turn around and go a little bit closer to the creep wave. Meanwhile, ZTA, she's rotating down as well on this Quap, and it looks like Vucapella's getting pinged out. They want to make it go. He should honestly turn around and bait this right now, and it looks like he will. Vucapella is going to use the heal life break onto the line. Paju with the Hex up. The Zeus ultimate's going to go down. A 2-hero Sonic Wave, though. Vucapella's not going to die. He's going to live, just barely surviving. And another 2-hero kill. They really don't know the limitations of their heroes here. Vucapella just soaking up so much damage. He's got an armlet. ZTA, he's going to look for the bot rune, moving in towards his Aghanim Scepter. About halfway there already, actually, is... Meanwhile, top lane, Punani, getting a little bit of damage put out on her. And this nasal goo is really annoying, I tell you. There's actually 1 point of nasal goo. Looks like Hazel wanted to make a go on him. Is going to use quills, but that's going to spell the end of it. Looks like Pedro Bear. He's also... Wow, a lot of... Looks like we're going to have to deal with this all game, so that's going to be really annoying to help cast with. Is really not going to know if he's actually got dagger or not. There's the armlet, life break to follow, but look who's TPing in. It's the Shadow Fiend. Paju is going to turn around and hex Vucapella, and now he's got to be careful. We've got the Requiem as well as the right clicks. Is he going to... Yeah, there it is. So he is going to try to heal up a little bit, get some more HP here. Is going to just toggle that armlet, and he's going to turn around and be all right. And Paju's got to go home. He's got 8 wand charges, so may just look to stick around here. No lifesteal just yet on Vucapella. Perhaps making, thinking that he should turn around on these creeps. And looks like he will. He's just going to right-click them down. The armlet giving you so much damage early on. Chen still just hanging around and can't see anything really from this tornado. But is going to grab that and does pretty well have his mech once he's done this. So nice little mech from him. We'll see if they're going to group up at that point and just push it out. And really, you've got the armlet on Vucapella. You've got the ulti, the Hand of God, as well as the mech. And how do you deal with that? Really, you can't. It's so hard. There's so much heal. Vucapella's not taking magic damage, and that's a majority of what you've got. This line's going to blow up. This Zeus is going to blow up. This Rubik's going to blow up to this Huskar, whoever he chooses to jump on, and he's still sticking around, so he's going to pick up a lifesteal mask, I imagine, here. Pick up a morbid mask, and look at that. Really, how do they deal with these heroes right now? This Bristle's so tanky. And I don't want to say this game's over, but it's going to be so freaking hard for the Radiant to come back right now. It looks like Vucapella may want to make a go here. No, looks like Shadow Fiend, the one that wants to pressure it a little bit. He does have to be careful. I think they're underestimating Vucapella here. Is going to get healed up. Zeus does TP in. He's just going to turn around as he can't really do too much with the magical damage he's got here. Vucapella is going to move and get a nice, easy regen rune, and easy game, easy life. Top lane, meanwhile, Hazel, as well as Punani. It looks like the Quap's here as well. Look at this Chen creep wave. Not really the good enough creeps to gank, but they are here nonetheless. Are we going to have the clap from the bear? They don't even need it. There's the magic damage. Meanwhile, bot lane, Huskar is going to get a nice pick onto the Zeus there, and dagger being thrown out as well. So that's a dead Enchantress? Yeah, there she goes. So she's going to go down. Meanwhile, ZTA, he does almost have his Aghanim Scepter, only about 500 gold off, and when they start to push with this Chen, this mech, the Hand of God, oh, this is going to be rough. Hazel, Hood of Defiance, they've got nothing against him, and double bracer treads, just the strength she's got, and she still just blows up. Honestly, I understand where you're coming from on this off-lane Enchantress, but then you run her as a tri-lane, and your bot lane's already lost, and it's kind of an awkward game, honestly. So a nice draft from Vucapella, really liking it so far. the Huskar last pick. Really throwing off the Radiant here, even though they said they knew it was coming. Looks like we're going to have a TP in here from Punani, but what the heck is he going to do all alone? Honestly, Vucapella could turn around, and he is going to turn the armlet on. The life break dealing so much damage right now. Going to try to use the slow, but it doesn't matter. He's going to go down, and honestly, nobody really plays against a Huskar enough, I guess, to imagine that he can deal this much damage. We are going to have the Medallion picked up on the Bristleback, so he's going to have so much solo kill potential, and even an easy Roshan if they want to move into something like that. The Shadow Blade is going to be picked up on LMFAO, who cares, on the Shadow Fiend here, and that's weird. Vucapella, meanwhile, is just going to take this tower bot lane, and this Chen, he's got his mana boots, he's got his mech, and honestly, they should just move into a Roshan right now. Can they do anything? Meanwhile, Hazel going to get chased out of the lane. Raze is going to be enough to kind of scare him off. But no, he's just going to turn around. Still so tanky. Look who's close by. It's his buddy Chen with the Hand of God as well as the Mechanism. Pedro Bear is going to be the next one to take the Nasal Goo. Meanwhile, the Shadow Blade isn't going to be doing too much just yet. Is going to use it to just get a nice little creep kill for himself there. As Vucapella just going to continue to lifesteal off a small camp here. As Radiant, they're stacking up mid. They want to maybe make a go here. Enchantress does actually take this creep, I believe. No, it looks like Chen took the Enchantress creep back after she took it. Looks like there's the ultimate from the Zeus as well as the stun. But just look at the pressure here that Dire's able to put on. There's a haste rune as well. They've got the Hand of God still. They've got the mech. There's the Hand of God. Mech still not used, I believe. It looks like, yes, the mech is still up. And there it is. Finally going to go down. Look at how far they're chasing right now. Behind the towers. The entirety of the Radiant. There's the ulti from the SF. He's going to get a double kill. Delete Dota's going to go down. Jones getting a little bit too aggressive here. Hazel's going to turn around. ZTA going to get a nice little Sonic Wave. The neutral keeps doing all they can to try and help the Radiant. Hazel, though, can he maybe get an ultra kill here? It looks like no. He's got to be careful. Does have an 8 charge wand, so I'd love to see him turn around with that 9 charges. Can he survive? There's the one, the neutral creep. Oh my god, they're so low. Punani's going to go down. Paju and Punani just both so low right now. I know they're just wishing Vucapella was here, but look at this. He's just taking a cheeky Roshan right now. They're getting pings out, though. Purple, Leon, he's saying, guys, Vucapella's trying to take Roshan. What the heck are we going to do about this? He's getting low, though. If he dies to this Rosh, this will be absolutely massive. His armlet toggling quite well, but Paju, oh my god, this could be a disaster right now. They're going to get the Hex. He's going to go down. This is a free Roshan. The Dire just threw away such a lead right there. Oh my god. Oh my god. 8k lead up to 5k. Are you kidding me? 3-2-2 indeed. They lost the team fight. They managed to squeak out a couple kills, but they lose the Roshan. Lion's going to take the Aegis, and now the Radiant. 1,800 gold on this Rubik. Shadow Fiend, he's working towards his BKB now, and Quap does have the Aghanim Scepter, so his pure damage is going to go through that BKB, fortunately for her. And double Satyr. See if we can get some Summit 3 plays going. Double hit Oak in there, and it's all going to be quiet now. 12 to 18, 16 minutes in, so a ton of action so far. Pedro actually stole the Sonic Wave right now, and a level 2 Sonic Wave, 390 pure damage. Huskar, that pure damage could be pretty fatal right now. Paju is just going to look to start. Oh, he's almost got his Blink Dagger after that as well. Absolutely huge. Now this Lion's got his Blink Dagger. We're going to look to make some plays. Solar Crest is going to be the next pickup for this Bristleback, though, and that's going to be scary yet again for them to deal with. How do you kill him? He's got the armor. 16 armor. Are you kidding me right now? He's got the miss chance. I think 17% or something like that. 30% maybe? Yeah, 30% miss chance. Like 30% miss chance. 16 armor. He's got the... he's got so much. He's got the Hooded Defiance. How do you kill this freaking Bristleback right now? As it looks like Delete Dota perhaps going to be the next... Wow, just look at that damage. Meanwhile, ZTA is going to blink up. Say, hey, what's going on, Shadow Fiend? He's going to try and channel the Requiem, but he's going to go down. Delete Dota the creeps. Oh, what were you doing there? Getting a little bit too aggressive. Meanwhile, speaking of aggressive, Hazel's turning around on a Punani and Saph. He'll easily be able to get the kills here. Look at the negative armor. No, the Ghost Scepter absolutely clutch right now, saving him. Hazel taking that pure damage from Punani here. There's the Zeus still using his damage there. Hand of God going to be thrown out. Paju, he's got to be careful now as well. Hazel still just trying to post up here. The Lion's got the Aegis. He should honestly just turn around. There's the stun on a Hazel. He's still alive, though. He's going to be fine. Half HP. 13 charge 1 is going to tread switch, and that's going to be the end of that chase here. As Creep Wave's going to go down. Jones just using the, what is this actually called here? The shockwave. Alright. So, the double shockwave, also known as the Hadoken. ZTA, he's getting quite aggressive himself. Paju did have the blink there, so could have been an easy blink hex, follow-up lift, or anything like that. Even a blink stun. There's Hazel, though. Another haster. Are you kidding me? This guy's getting so lucky right now. Look at that fish. There's the stun. There's the lightning bolt. Under tower Hazel. Do they have the damage to finish him off? No. Good thing they didn't commit the finger, because it wouldn't have been enough. His back would have been turned. And fucking S4, yeah. Honestly, these S4 runes, these haste runes have been absolutely huge. Aegis is going to be reclaimed in 2 minutes, and if they've got a timer on this, they probably want to make use of it. Meanwhile, looks like the diary is just posting up. Hazel, again, behind this tower. I'm not sure why he's been so aggressive here. Just look at the damage right now. Is he going to finally go down? Perhaps. I think he is. The last right click, there it is. But the ulti from the quad Paju, he's going to lose the Aegis as well as the Rubik going to go down. Punani's going to turn on. He wants to go on Vucapella. There's the life break, though. Just look at the damage. Already going to use the shallow grave. ZTA blinked up towards the line. Punani's still trying to stand his ground. He's going to go down. Vucapella's going to be next. There's the finger. Going to secure the kill under the dazzle. And the dire yet again. ZTA's blinking it. What's he doing? He's going to throw away his life yet again, I imagine. No, he should have the blink out, so he's going to be alright. And a 3 for 4 when all's said and done. Lions killing spree. ZTA just kind of messing around. I think he's got nasal goo on him as well. I don't even know how that happens. This is a funky game altogether. He's got nasal goo, even though the bristleback's on his team here, and he's so shiny. So he's got the nasal goo. Shadow Fiend, no nasal goo. Rubik, nasal goo, and a dagger. A lot of nasal goo. I think it's keeping track of all the stacks. Saph, Punani. Yeah, look at all the nasal goo on Punani right now. So he's almost got his egg in him. So the Radiant definitely making a comeback here. This could be absolutely massive. DD getting pinged out bottom, I imagine. They don't know it's there, though. They're just probably saying the actual rune's there. I just grabbed the bounty top. And Punani is going to grab a creep. And Quap going the Necrobook build, so I think AC would have been a huge pickup here for the Quap. Deal with the SF. Obviously, it doesn't stop really anything from this Enchantress, but it'll give them more negative armor, give your Bristleback more armor, give you some nice attack speed. Quap's still a pretty solid right-click hero, but, you know, nothing wrong with this Necrobook build. Going to be able to pressure the Radiant team if they end up, you know, actually taking a team fight at some point. They're really going to be able to deal a lot of damage and push a tower with this Necrobook. So ZTA is going to be posting up mid. Delete Dota does have a double damage, but they're just kind of standing off right now. They do have the sentry that they just placed mid. Punani close by does have a net if he needs to use it. Jones and Vucapella, though, they're coming up behind, and we are going to see the smoke as well as the Shadow Blade. They're ready for this play. They do see it break, and look at this. They're just running away. The Grave going to be used immediately as well as the life break, though. It looks like he's going to go down. Hutsko's going to die, immediately followed up by the Shadow Fiend. Hazel's coming in, though. He wants to keep going. ZTA maybe having second thoughts. Does have the ultimate. He's got a 1. Doesn't use it, though. Does manage to pop the Necrobook. Paju so low right now. Can they get the kill? The mech from the Chet doesn't have his ultimate, though. And Paju, is he going to go down? No, he's going to live. Did you hit me with Silver Edge? No. Just killed you. Take a look real quick at the net worth as, wow, the Shadow Fiend actually leading the net worth here. I imagine a lot of that is due to these fights. Yeah, this is certainly what happened. I didn't see what HP he was at, but it gives you 624 damage from Requiem. Either way, he's dead. Net worth leader right here on the Shadow Fiend. ZTA close by on that Quap. She just lose net worth? I think she probably just sold. I don't know what happened there. Either way. Take a look at the net worth, team net worth. Actually, they're bringing it back about 8K. They're going to bring it back to 0. So the Radiant looking to make a comeback here. And that's the start, I say, the KDAs here. We got 7 and 2. So this Bristleback looks like he's died a lot more here. Been 9 for 5 up on ZTA here. Again, more banter. And Vucapella perhaps in the wrong jungle right now. Doesn't have a ward to see them, although I think he may have seen a couple Invisrune maybe going to get picked out. They should have seen that ward get placed here. Invisrune going to get pinged out here. Roshan up very soon, about a minute, not even a couple minutes there. Paju is going to blink and steal it. Meanwhile, there's the sentry being thrown down. Delete Dota wants to make a go here. The Zeus just doing so much damage right now. He's going to blow up. Vucapella saying, hey, boys, I'm ready to make a fight here. It's going to kill them. Oh, my God. It is going to kill the Observer Ward before the Dire can, or excuse me, before the Radiant can kill theirs. And Saph, got to be careful. Hazel posting up quite aggressively here, but ZTA nowhere nearby. Does almost have the level 2 Necro Book, and looks like that's just what he's going to try to farm up here. As the Radiant just kind of sitting around in their jungle. A lot of Dire creeps bot lane, and nobody going towards it. As LMFAO, who cares, is going to move top lane on this SF and push out that wave. Does have a couple raises. ZTA, though, close by. Could perhaps look to make a kill here. He's got pure damage. Could be enough, but looks like he's not confident. I thought he was level 16, actually, so not going to get that 100 pure damage increase, but 490 pure damage. Potentially could get the kill, but with the Silver Edge, he's quite tanky, and he will just be able to get away. Vucapella is going to go in on Punani, though. The blinking from ZTA is looking for the double hero ulti, and there it is. The life break being stolen by the Rubik as well. Not the ability you want. In comes Hazel with the double damage. S4, indeed. Vucapella, he's still alive right now. Oh, he's finally going to go down. Saph's going to get the kill, but he's going to pay for it with his life. Pedro Bear, he's going to try and TP out. Just look at the damage from Hazel. Not going to be enough, though. There's the Requiem going to secure the kill onto Chen. Hazel's going to stand his ground. Meanwhile, Dazzle's coming in. He's going to try to TP out. Is he going to be able to? Yes, just barely going to get out. Chen not going to be able. I think a deny play would have been huge there. If they would have denied that Mud Golem, I would have lost it. Deny the Mud Golem, get the splits, stun him. That would have been a huge play. I would have been so excited. Meanwhile, Shadow Fiend, he's coming back. He's got the Shadow Blade. I'm not sure why he would actually use the Silver Edge there. Probably should have, oh, he doesn't have his ultimate, so I guess he couldn't have channeled his ultimate. Meanwhile, Pedro Bear using Life Break yet again. There's the lift. He's going to toss him back, perhaps. No, Hazel turning around. Not the best idea. Who cares who's going to win this man fight? It looks like it doesn't matter because ZTA is going to blink in and say hello. A nice little Sonic Wave is going to secure him 2 kills. Meanwhile, the blink up by Paju does still have the finger. The Zeus is nearby as well, so maybe they want to make a go on it. Punani chasing close behind. He does have the slow. He's not going to be able to get this quap, but maybe the Dazzle is going to be the next target with no mana as Chen doesn't have Hand of God. He does have the mech, and he is close by. ZTA, though, is going to blink in. It looks like the Dazzle should go down, but Paju, perhaps he's going to die here to the Necro minions as they're chasing him. The blink in from ZTA again. Saph, though, they've got to be careful. This quap is still so strong right now. And actually, nice little steal. Enchantress is going to steal one of the Necro minions. Vucapella going to look to push mid now. And Saph, he's saying, please no. He knows what's going on. They don't have the Shadow Fiend for 25 seconds. They don't have the line for 33 seconds. ZTA almost with the level 3 Necro Book. Or no, he does have it actually. So he's got the level 3 Necro Book and 1200 gold, 1300 gold. So he's going to be able to post up a lot of damage. And that's a dead Vucapella. Right. Getting a little bit too aggressive there. Going to jump behind the tower. But, you know, don't chase it. Everybody gets greedy when they play Dota. That Roche tilt me, yeah. I could see that Roche. I could see that Roche tilting pretty well anybody, honestly. You need Veil, E-Blade. ZTA with an Invisrune is going to find Punani as well as Saph. He's got the ultimate. Saph just going to blow up. But no, he's going to pop the Ghost Scepter as well as the one to keep him alive. Pooji is going to get a nice double hero stun. Hazel's still alive though. He does get the Hand of God. Saph, he's running away. He's going to live perhaps. Delete Dota just letting him walk away. Pedro Bear trying to do what he can to get out of this team fight. But look at the damage Punani. That's so much pure damage right now. Meanwhile, they are going to lose the Zeus. Hazel's turning around though. He's ready for a round 2. Paju does have the stun up yet again if he wants to use it in about 5 seconds here. 9 wand charges. There's 10. Paju and Punani on the run right now. Punani a little bit further behind. Paju looks like he's going to be the one to get the kill. He's going to turn around. Did he actually just drop something to wand and get enough mana to turn around and get the stun? Was that actually the sickest play I think I've ever seen, or did he drop the blink dagger there? Oh my god. What did I just watch? Punani's going to get out. What is Dota? Paju, I wish I could have seen what you actually dropped there, so I could really commend you for that play. Meanwhile, top lane, pressure from the Shadow Fiend, who's got 2.1k. His BKB and his Silver Edge finished up. And Vucapella saying, hey guys, maybe I can get Roche this time if you come with me. And he's going to start throwing down the fire spears right now. Hazel, he's nearby as well, so they've got a lot of negative armor. Is it getting pinged out, though? They are going to throw the Chen creeps close by just to try and scout. And I don't think even if they did know that they could stop this now, as he's got so much negative armor. 13 negative armor, and they're just going to get a nice easy kill. Vucapella is going to pick up the Aegis, and this is where the Dire is going to look to take a team fight right now. This is 31-29, 28 minutes in. The Radiant's still ahead, though. Shadow Fiend is going to channel his ultimate. It's going to do nothing. He's going to TP out the life break, though. They've got nothing to cancel it, so misplay from him. Is going to waste a BKB charge down to about 8 seconds now, so... And no Requiem for 90 seconds. The Dire should feel pretty confident to push here with Necro 3 and Aegis, as well as a Chen close by, and he's almost got his Aghanim Scepter here. And heal yourself, Vucca, please. Noob. LMFAO, who cares? Is going to post into this jungle. Does see the Chen there, so he is going to, I imagine, use a Silver Blade here. Meanwhile, Bristleback is going to go down to the Enchantress mid lane here. Saph, he was getting quite low. Looks like there was a little bit of a skirmish there. I'm surprised I missed that. Sorry about that one. As looks like maybe he wants to make a go with the Silver Edge top lane. It's just going to raise out the creep wave here. ZTA, though, does have a double damage and a Necro book, so maybe thinking that he could go for this. Still sticking by the creep wave. Looks like he's got Nasal Goo on him, but he doesn't. And there it is. There's the Shadow Blade up. Just watch this damage right now. A couple right clicks. He should have seen that he hit him with that, actually. And it looks like maybe he did. He's still following so close behind. It looks like there's the rest of the team. ZTA. There's the life break, though, from Vucapella. There's the Shallow Grave as well. The Chen's close by. Just look at the heals coming out. Vucapella, he's still got the Aegis. Doesn't even care. The ultimate from ZTA going to turn around and deal some nice damage to Punani. Pedro Bear probably looking to make a steal. Punani's going to TP out. Meanwhile, Pedro Bear is going to blink into the trees, try to TP out. He's going to go down as well. Maybe no, he's just barely going to live here. And 2-0 on the side of the Dire. They do manage to get the Aegis on the Radiance, but look at this creep wave top lane. Should be a dead tier 1 tower. They do have the buyback on the Shadow Fiend, but 2.2k, he really doesn't want to spend it. He'll only have about 18 souls with no lanes to kind of flash farm it out with. And Pedro Bear does survive there, and he actually picks up a Veil of his own, so a little bit of an odd item choice. Maybe looking to blink in after the Shadow Fiend right before Requiem and throw the Veil down, but just look at the damage they've got right now. They all hit so hard, so many auras right now. And perhaps they could continue to pressure. The Shadow Fiend's going to have to buy back as much as he doesn't want to. Bot lane, Bristleback's just getting a solo push, so he should be able to get this bot tower as well. Meanwhile, Blinken, sorry, I almost missed that. Looks like not going to be too much, though. Just a poison touch over here onto the Enchantress. And just look at the damage. 9 seconds left onto the Shadow Fiend. So I'll at least have 2 lives if he wants to come up. They're calling for Hazel now. Maybe he's just looking to push this creep wave. And it looks like, no, they are calling for Hazel. There's the Zeus ultimate. A 3-man impale. Delete Dota's going to go down. Vucapella perhaps going to be the next one. It looks like, no, the Chen's going to be the next one. No mech for you, Chen. And they're going to continue the chase on a Vucapella. It looks like Brazzers is going to just kind of raise out that creep wave as mid lane Hazel, they really needed him there. He's got a lot of damage there, and it looks like he's actually almost got his Octarine core bot lane. It looks like they are going to be able to get this tower. Hazel's coming up right behind Punani, and now she's got to be careful. He's going to throw it on the heal. There's the TP in from Lion with the Blink Dagger. He's going to easily get the Blink stun here. This should be a very dead... Looks like, yeah, Hazel should be dead right now. No, ZTA's going to blink it. A huge Sonic Wave. Vucapella's saying what's up as well. Going to throw down the Light Braid. Punani's going to go down. Saph's trying to TP out. Is going to be able to get out. There's the lift from Pedro Bear. Doesn't have Scream, or he does have Scream. Does have Sonic Wave, and he's going to go down as well. There's the Sonic Wave, or excuse me, the Scream being used. Pedro Bear, the Life Break is going to be thrown up by Vucapella, and a triple kill for him. The Dire, they're coming back. The mountain is slowly going back down. It looks like Hazel is going to start posting up on a Saph. And oh no, Saph, you got to be careful. There's the Yule Scepter, thankfully enough to keep him alive. It's still kind of getting a little bit too close for comfort, though. And they are going to start pushing out this bot lane. They do have the Rax top, only the ranged, I believe. No, they have the melee. Only the ranged left. So, yeah, there's the ultimate from the SF, though, and Vucapella, he's still alive. He's got an armlet toggle. He's just going to turn around and say, hey, what's up? Even though you got a double damage, I don't care. There's the armlet toggle again. He's going to live. Vucapella just going to turn around. The life break being used is going to pay for it with his own life. Meanwhile, Hazel, he's going to get the kill on a Saph. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. There it is. The buyback from the Shadow Fiend. Hazel's still alive. He's got an 8 charge one. Not going to be enough to survive, though. Chen doesn't have the hand of God to give him this time, and he's going to go down. Meanwhile, TP up from the Queen of Pain. Bot lane, they don't lose the tower, so it could have been worse. Chen perhaps going to move some of these lanes top. I think I just said lanes there. I meant creeps. Perhaps going to be moving some of these creeps to the top lane. Help push that out and just really pressure it so they can grab bottom again. Okay, so Glyph was accidentally used, I guess. It is down for another few minutes. Just under 2. Paju is going to move into the jungle. Does have 2 smokes as well. It's 1,500 gold. So we'll see if they look to make a smoke play. Could be enough to keep them in this game. As right now the Dire with the advantage after taking that Rax. And the AC now for the Huskar. So not going to get it on the Quap. Going to get it on the Huskar. Still do like that. And look at this freaking graph. 7,500. It was about, they lost about 10,000. Then it goes back down again. They had a 7,500 lead, and then they lost it up to about a 2,500 lead. So all in all, they lost to 10,000 about net worth, and then they just drop it right back down to 7,500. And same with the XP. Still looking at the KDA. We get a nice little net worth. The Quap really just leading it, doing so much work this game. ZTA playing really well this game, getting such clutch Sonic Waves, honestly. And he's going to pick up a sheep next, and that's going to be tough. Only about 7 seconds, I imagine, on this BKB. 6 seconds, actually. So not even 7 yet. And how do they deal with this Hex? They don't really. That's the answer. They're just going to look to end it with the Hex. They're going to grab the last Roshan most likely here. And Vucapella just moving bot lane. He's got his AC. 30 armor right now. ZTA, he's close by as well. I would love to see this Frost Troll get used, or this Ogre Frost Mage, and just put more armor on Vucapella, because why not? Get a slow attack speed there. Hazel, he's got the Octarine Core, and he's ready to go. He's just going to start bashing down this tier 3 tower. There's the Yule Scepter from Saph. Shadow Fiend, though, maybe just looking to trade here, as he knows they can't really fight into it. They're just going to try and delay it by as much as they can. Saph going to force that back. Delete Dota. He's still not going to go down. There he is. Finally going to go down. Zeus ultimate being used. There's the Rax. And Shadow Fiend's still trying to work on that tower. They are going to TP home, but honestly, they probably could have just gone to end the game. The Rubik's going to go down the back. Meanwhile, Zeus in line, trying to survive as best as they can. Vucapella's going to make a go here on a LMFAO. Who cares? Line's going to go down. Saph's going to go down. And that should be GG. Triple kill in the way of ZTA. And it looks like maybe Punani, no, he should be alright. They don't have the Hex for him. Actually, they did, but looks like they're just going to leave it there, as they've got everything they need. ZTA, though, isn't going to turn around. Probably should have just turned around and blink Hex, but he's maybe a little bit scared of the Rubik. There's the GG. Well played being thrown out here. Hazel is going to get her spiked up here. Jones is turning around on a Paju. Paju just getting absolutely blown up. Look at the damage, though. The Enchantress as well is going to get hexed up. Paju, he's still alive. Is he actually going to live? It looks like no. Hazel, he's going to turn around as well. Punani is going to try to have to run into the fountain there. He's almost going to go down. There's the Quap. ZTA unstoppable. Double kill, triple kill. Give the man a wicked sick. Give the man an ultra kill. You may as well just look at the damage onto him, though. Is going to just kind of fake out the blink away and just turn around, hit some buildings. Meanwhile, he's got to be a little bit careful. Hazel taking so much pure damage right now. ZTA, he's got to be kind of careful as well. Does have the Hex in about 7 seconds. Doesn't care. Just going to kill the building. Close by is the Chen. Doesn't have Mech. Hand of God in about 4 seconds if he wants to use it. Looks like the Zeus is going to be up in 3 seconds. Meanwhile, Vucapella still pushing mid. Hazel and Punani still going tat for tat right now, as it looks like Punani should be dead right now. There it is. Punani's going to go down. The Chen's actually going to be the one to get the kill. Zeus is going to throw out the lightning bolt. The GG coming up from Punani as Vucapella pushes back the last outer tower. Just has the one left inside the base protecting the Rax, and that's going to be GG. So the Radiant was actually coming back here, and they couldn't hold it, unfortunately for them. Didn't take the best of team fights there. They let the Roche get given up, and that was about all Vucapella and his team needed to get back in the game. So, you know, they did get lucky finding that Roche earlier, and did have a nice fun game here. Some nice banter. ZTA giving up a kill mid lane, and bot lane Hazel getting that first blood. So nice little game here, guys. Not too long. Don't want to take up your entire day. So hopefully you did enjoy it if you're in the game, or if you're not in the game, or if you just know a bunch of these goofs. I know RD2L is a big happy family of NA Dota All-Stars and EU Dota All-Stars that just love each other, and that's going to be the end of the game. So thanks again, guys, for watching. If you want to stick around to the end of this video, I have a little bit more information on some other series I do, as well as I have a ton of other RD2L casts, and honestly, a lot of them are more fun than this one to watch. So if you want to go check them out, I do encourage that, as it does help me out a lot. But go check them out. Have fun watching a lot of RD2L, and please come back again, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. I have my series From Lane to Lane, where I just cast some everyday pubs that you guys send me. I also do some more professional pubs, like games from Koikva, Miracle, whoever I can get my hands on from Dota Buff. I have a learning series as well, so feel free to check that out. There's some more info in the description, as well as some videos linked in the annotations at the end here. Thanks a lot.